The following episode of Five-Sided Fables is intended for mature audiences. It contains adult language, graphic violence, and intense themes that may be distressing for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
There's a moment. Sovearis is currently speaking to Vivian. The last conversation being held. He talks about the flower.
We have time. This wound that I've received is 20 years old. So as long as it's not affecting your ability to do magic, it's not affecting Evindal's, we have time to figure this out.
In a flash of moments, Sovearis pushes you down out of the way, picking up some type of debris or rubble, and immediately a magical bolt comes and envelops the space and then disintegrates half of his body. As you see him lying there on the ground, dust all around, kicked up. Everyone else who is at the tower currently, you hear a massive explosion out in the distance. Half of Sovearis falls. The light in his eyes, that beautiful bright golden hue, starts to dim. Is there any last words that Sovearis would have for Vivian? You see, just in the distance, when you fell, the lonely silhouette of a single humanoid figure, possibly 200 feet away. Vivian, you're currently holding him in your arms. His blood is now starting to seep out from his wound.
No.
This gigantic crater on the side of his torso.
No. Dain Dianese. That's Elvish for reborn in life's bright struggles.
A mantra, once spoken. Another comrade from the forces of Feywild, from the Court of Stars. Down. Agent Frostwalker has been eliminated. You see his budding flower start to grow. As it starts to illuminate, yours also illuminates. The warmth, the anger, the sadness starts to stab you with this immense shock of grief. And immediately, the vines itself start to seep and they reach towards each other. They grasp on, and once you touch, you see a series of moments. Everything that Sovearis has ever experienced in his life, every fleeting moment, every sadness, every training montage, every Karate Kid training montage, everything he has ever seen, experienced, and witnessed, his mother holding him and giving him a small teddy bear, him smiling the last time he ever smiled. As that flower immediately gets sucked up into your chest and immediately goes back and reverts into this budding, you feel this empowering sensation wash over you, tears running from your eyes. As you look up to see, just in the distance on some rubble, standing, magic aura just emanating off the palm of their hand, a cloaked figure takes one single step. Cut back over to Sovah and Evindal. You guys hear this massive explosion. As the explosion happens, everyone kind of turns, because you guys were stepping inside the wizard's tower at this point. You guys turn to hear the explosion. Immediately, you see a blade get drawn from Bentley as he pulls out a blade, and he looks at you. What was that? What is going on? As he immediately starts to brings up their weapons to look at you as
we are here too. We don't know what's going on either.
He whistles. You hear a high. Immediately, there's another figure that jumps off of the towers as you see a very similar to Iron Man landing, falls. Would you like to describe what your character looks like?
About a 6'5" warforged. He has some heavy armor, like some heavy duty armor that is attached to his body, but is being covered with what looks to be similar to priest robes of a certain kind. They're paladin-esque that cover his body. The metal plating of what could be considered his quote-unquote flesh and skin is a gunmetal gray with glowing blue eyes that kind of illuminate slightly, as well as a light in the back of his throat that is also illuminating kind of a blue hue that can be seen from the sides of his jaw, standing there, has a shield on his back and a heavy-looking mace dangling from his hip.
As Bentley and McCallahan points at you, analyze the situation. Watch these two. You two feel Sovearis is dead. And the urge to protect Vivian is strong.
I will immediately let out a low breath. Almost steam would come from my mouth. I will cast Longstrider and
I'm going to Misty Step in the same direction he runs.
just that adds another 10 feet. That gives me 40 minus. I'm back at regular despite the exhaustion. And I don't even care if they swing at me. I'm moving. They can't. I'll bonus action. They can't swing at me.
Stop. Command.
They're working together.
What am I trying to beat?
You gotta beat a 16 on your wisdom save.
Gotta roll a natural 20. Right? Yeah.
Just halt.
Natural one.
Whoa. Big Patrick from what? Just halts.
Nah, I mean, you would see every muscle in that man's body tensing right now.
A magic circle kind of just puffs up underneath his feet of where he's standing, and I'll trace a quick arcane sigil into the air and just kind of push it towards him, kind of like wrap him up in.
As this blue arcane shimmering energy kind of starts to hold you down, every muscle flexing, even your neck, like you can see the vein popping as Sovah is trying to
Counterspell it.
Yeah, counterspell. Sorry, I totally forgot I had that. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
You counterspell it.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to make a Constitution saving throw. I have to beat your spell save DC, correct? Which is what?
It is 16.
I got a 17 on the die. So 18, 19, 20. That's a dirty.
As all this is happening, a series of quick succession and spell chanting and everything, another spell is cast.
I have to make another character guy.
As you see in the distance, that big, heavy orc that was with the group immediately jumps in front as this fucking explosion comes at him. And you see him rage first and foremost as he grabs this magical bolt, clasps it in his hands, and he holds onto it and just it blows up in front of him. He doesn't bat an eyelash. And then there's 2 or 3 more figures that pop up. You hear Vivian scream, just pierce your guys' thoughts. And Bentley, he looks at you, Ghost, and he's like, Ghost, with him. We'll handle these 3.
All right.
Fast as I can go.
Let us go jump back real quick, Vivian, as you see this figure taking a step forward, dust finally settling, and it is approaching. You can start to make out a description now as this lonely figure in beautiful elvish chainmail, black elvish chainmail. Tunic, leather jacket wrapped over. It also has a hood, and beneath that hood, a glass mask with these stars and nebula just slowly floating over the glass mask. It starts to make its way even closer, going to rise its hand up as it apparates a long sword, beautifully made, and it gets into a poised position, 160 feet back. As this flower had finally just attached itself to you, you saw all these memories, and when you look down one last time, you see Ari in your arms. What do you do?
Vivian's on her hands and knees on the ground in the dirt. She's going to scream and get up. She's screaming things at the cloaked figure because she recognizes the stars and the silks, and she knows this is of someone from the Quarter Stars. And so she's screaming like about how you killed him, you're taking everything from me all the time. All the things are just coming out. Her lack of purpose, they took everything away from her and they keep taking. She's losing it. She's losing it for sure.
Let us begin. As you guys now see, as Vivian is standing up and beginning to make her way, screaming at this entity. You're now rushing up behind you. You're probably 40 feet behind Vivian.
So the tower's behind us. They are in between us and Vivian, or Vivian is between us and them?
Vivian is between you and them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Vivian would be walking towards. She's not running, but she's walking towards them, screaming things, picking up dirt, chucking it. She's just mad. She's screaming.
All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Sick.
26.
Damn, son. Where did you find that?
I rolled a natural 19 and I got +7 on my initiative.
Ghost?
8.
Okay. Vivian?
14.
All right.
You're a cleric, though.
Am I?
I don't know.
So it's Evan at 26, Sovah at 19, Vivian at 14, Ghost.
Oh, yeah. And then what did you say the pack that Sovearis handed me had in it?
You were able to take a look at it.
Licorice root. He told me earlier.
No, I did not say licorice root.
Say licorice root, though.
A special powder that allows you to replace components for spells. So you have about 5 spells worth
Okay.
of 3rd level or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome.
So you don't need.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you have another.
That's what I'm hearing.
As this hooded figure starts to run and lunge, getting ready to attack. Evindal, you are first, followed by my character.
Evindal is going to reach into the sack that Sovearis handed to me, and I'm going to take out a mist of that powder, and I'm going to pull it out of my hand, and I'm going to blow towards Sovah and cast haste on him.
Okay. All right, so you're considered concentrating right now. That was your action as you blow that magic. Sovah, you feel the world start to slow down just a little bit for you.
I would say as the powder passes him, it would slow, and then there would be the dust particles would turn to little clocks. They would stop the middle of the clock, and then little clock hands would spin around them, and then you would feel the effects of haste kick in.
That's cool.
Awesome. All right, so that is your action. Do you have a bonus action or anything else you want to do?
Yeah, that will be my turn.
Okay. It is my character's turn. It also casts haste on itself. As you see the sword that it wields in its hand, it swipes 2 fingers along the blade, moves into a different stance, and in a bonus action, base step right in front of Vivian. It immediately swipes the silver blade across your chest in a quick succession as you take 16 points of slashing damage and 11 points of radiant damage. As once you get slashed in the chest, it tries to cut that flower as that radiant damage starts to burn and seep away, almost like a second impact as that slice cuts in deeper. We will go on to Sovah. It is now your turn.
Very fast. Currently a 70 movement speed. So I'm going to fly into space. Fly into the space directly behind it. I'm going to just almost skid in the sand or the dust as I spin around. I'm going to take 2 melee attacks, unarmed. At advantage because of flanking, but I do have a hefty negative. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 to hit.
I'm just going to dash around it and slide around, and as I do, just a straight shot to the kidney. You're trying to hit a lower back, vital points.
You hit the kidney and there is impact, but it does not wince. As you see, shield. When you go to make impact, it just stops just short.
In a blur, I'm going to move off to its right. So I'd come down, I want to make another melee attack, but I'm going to drop low and I'll put my shoulder into it, and I'm just going to try to shove the creature. That's probably not going to work because of the shield. So 21 minus 6, 15.
No.
All right. Next, I am going to, with my hasted action, I am going to grab Vivian,
Okay.
and I'm going to get her out of there.
Okay.
And then I can use my bonus action to use half of my movement
So
to,
add additional 40 feet.
and then I'm going to grab her on one move.
Okay.
And because of the tactical maneuver, I don't provoke opportunity attacks. Not like an over the shoulder, just I sweep her legs and I'm moving her away.
Vivian, as you get sliced down the middle of your chest, second, where Sovah comes up, hits once, tries one more time to shoulder check on the other side, and immediately you just get swept. Do you allow him?
Yeah, I think so. That hurt me a lot. So she feeling that, it kind of snapped her out of her immediate rage, and she was just when the second she saw Sovah's face come into frame, hope happened again in her brain, and she's like, I'm here, my friends. And it almost is a sense of deja vu for her, the feeling of her team coming to her rescue. And then I think a deep concern would wash over her, like we're all going to die, kind of.
As he picks you up, how you can move? So with her, you can move about 20 feet.
So I will drop her behind, set her down. I'm not going to just fucking throw her on the ground. I'm going to set her down behind me and almost use myself as a shield so she can shoot around me or do whatever. I've seen her use some magic, So
after he picked you up, he set you down. And at the moment he sets you down, you kind of look, the dust whips around. It was all in quick succession, like dirt was flying. Once it settled just a little bit, it looks like Ren for a half second, and then back to Sovah once more. Stands up, turns around, and all you see is the back of his shoulders. Shoulder.
I still have another shoulder.
Yeah, he still has another.
Wow, those shoulders.
As a note, when Sovah is in combat, it's almost like a flow state. He's locked in. Like, that's where he thrives. He does not, he quips when he knows he's winning, but he doesn't know what's going on here. So he's in his moment.
Vivian, your chest begins to bloom. Warmth begins to radiate across you. A lot of the emotions that you had felt had been weighing upon you, and it is alleviated just in a second as you feel Sovearis' presence over you.
Seeing Sovah over her, I think she would stand up more calmly now, collected, almost stoic-like, and she's going to step out from behind Sovah a little bit, just to the side. And Vivian is going to unleash Fireball on this bastard.
Fireball, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
What is your save DC? Because
14.
rolled a 19.
Stupid bitch.
Still takes half.
Yeah. Hey.
How much?
33 is what I rolled.
33. As you begin to cast...
Ooh. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to use this as a twinned spell, actually. You little fucking bastard.
So, no.
What?
You can't twin spell a fireball.
Why?
Because it has to be a targeted attack.
This is an area effect. Like, fireball is technically just like you're throwing a big old bomb.
So I can't do 2 of this spell.
No.
Man, shit on my dick.
Unless you were hastened. If you were hastened, you could.
You're looking at the wrong person. That's me.
I can't haste anyone.
Quite a bit of dirt, sand, and ash. As you cast Fireball, it leaves the palm of your hand, and then that flower on your chest blooming is radiating this warmth of energy. A luminescent purple is just starting to shine as your eyes are also starting to reflect a lavender color. As that fireball goes in the distance, striking towards this hooded figure. You see the explosion rupture, and then the blast and it's starting to be formed just from the heat of the fireball itself. But you see an after image shift happens. The figure has evasion, so it succeeded its dexterity saving throw.
Chronal shift.
Okay. As it immediately does an after image shift out of the way, but Evindal, how does your chronal shift look?
So whenever I activate my chronal shift, there will essentially be like a light image of a clock on the ground that will rewind however much time goes back. That's how much the clock hands will go back.
You see this figure do a somersault backflip, and it's like midair as the fire had blown up a lot of the dirt and debris. And there's a second where the fireball is still erupting. That somersault, something happens as the light starts to click and turn, and you just hear the sound of reverses back. And then fire starts to engulf in this creature. Taking how much damage? Was 33?
Yes.
Okay. That is Vivian's turn, unless you want to use your bonus action to do anything else.
I can do nothing but face step, so nope.
Okay. It is now Ghost's turn.
I'd assume Ghost was kind of lagging behind the others, and he kind of just caught up, squares up, and the once blue light in his jaw and in his eyes shifts into like a red. Seeing Vivian starting to bleed a bit. I'm going to just utter a simple word, just heal. Use healing word as a bonus action. So, Vivian, you're going to heal 13 HP.
Oh my God. Thank you, Pookie.
And then, as my action, see this man standing in front of me that just got hit with a bit of a fireball. I'm going to trace an arcane symbol into the air, and my, again, blue magic that I cast has shifted into like a red with like an outline of gold. And it's going to form like kind of like a Celtic cross in the air, and I'm going to punch that Celtic cross and send a guiding bolt at him. At 3rd level, I need to roll the hit, so it's 21 to hit.
With its shield still activated, looks like it's about to hit, just ducks away as it just, and it hits some debris and rubble just behind. Explosion in the background. Is that your turn? You gonna use the rest of your movement or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to like kind of phalanx, and I see Sovearis on the ground.
You do see Sovearis on the ground.
We'll get to that later.
That is your turn. Evindal, it is your turn now at the top of the round.
I'm going to move towards back behind Ghost, still kind of like peeking out on the side, and I am going to. I will do.
You're good, dude. I'm phalanxed right now. I'm like right in front of you.
No, I get it.
No, I think what he's running into is he's looking at a bunch of spells and a lot of concentration.
He's right, man.
He's right. He's right. I think I'm just gonna hit her with a ray of frost.
Okay.
Just kind of like almost put my hand like right between Sovah and Ghost, and just my hand is just gonna freeze and then shatter, and the beam is just gonna shoot out of my hand. 5, so 21.
No, sorry.
Damn.
So, guiding bolt, dodge, ray of frost, weave. It's almost like she's dancing at this point. She takes the blade from the one stance she has and she throws it into the other hand, lightly and dexterously, as it is now my hooded figure's turn. And you immediately see her gets into a lunging stance once more and darts your direction. She is going to somersault her way into the middle of the formation.
Fuck.
She will take a swipe at you, Evindal. Okay.
Shield.
Okay. Okay. Shield. This is what happens as she goes to slash at you. Immediately you cast shield. What does shield look like?
They're just giant clocks. They just like the hands will be lined up wherever her blade hits, and like whenever she swings it, it'll stop, and then.
As the blade is about to make purchase onto you and slash through, there's a moment where the blade slows and stops to a small halt, and immediately it goes right through. It flashes right into you. You immediately take 25 points of damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. That's literally all but one of my hit points.
13 on a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, Sovah.
So you're no longer hasted. You're
I
lethargic.
am stunned. Wait, is it stunned?
Yeah, you are lethargic.
Lethargic stunned.
A speed of 0 until the end of turn. Is incapacitated in 0. Okay.
You also are now in the bloodied state as your flower on your arm starts to absorb some of that blood, and it starts to absorb some of it, and it starts to bloom into this purple luminescent flower that's radiating this energy. Your eyes shift to a lavender, and you can feel the sensations that Vivian is feeling. The emotions and the memories of Sovearis, everything he's experienced flashes through your eyes. You breathe. You feel lighter, feel more agile. She's gonna hit you.
she's got roll pretty high actually. I got high AC. That's a critical hit. Don't roll at me. I know you want it. Hit me.
Another slash just comes right behind you as you get stabbed into the backside. As she slashed at Evindal, turned the blade around, and stabbed right into you. You take a solid 23 points of damage.
Kind of light for a crittle.
She will then bonus action, phase step away.
Sure, 23 was enough.
Yeah, no.
You hit her for 26 on a non-critical.
I rolled low on my other damage.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. Oh, you want more damage? Here, I got you. As she also face steps up and away, so it's like another somersault. From her fingertips erupts another searing magical bolt.
Counterspell. You use shield already.
Oh, you're right. Damn, okay.
Take an additional 25 points of radiant damage as she just throws it as if it was like a kunai knife your direction. You get pierced right into the chest with this radiant damage erupting on your chest. You are now considered in bloody state as your same thing. I don't want to fucking say it every time. And it stands there perched on some rubble in a ballet's dancer's stance. Sovah's turn is forfeit. Vivian, it is your turn.
Hey, I got about as much HP as you do normally.
Wow.
Facts.
I'm going to use my fancy little feature.
Yeah. So it
It's an
is
action.
you use the powers.
Powers. Yes.
Okay, good to know. You draw focus onto the flower in your chest and you feel the wriggling sensation of the vines wrap around your heart and a little bit around your nervous system as you feel the thorns and the vines start to get a little bit bigger. Used your action, so you have activated your flower, you felt the movement and motion. Okay, Ghost's turn then.
I'm going to, at 3rd level, use Mass Healing Word
Thank you, God.
for all of us here. So I'm actually re-rolling that because they were both ones. 17 points of HP, everybody gets back.
Get fucked, star bitch. You about to be...
Don't talk shit yet, please. Please don't talk shit yet. You literally saw Sovearis get disintegrated.
And I just shook off a stun, so.
Hey, if we're dead, we can't talk shit. This is the only time to do it.
I will use an action and pray.
I pray.
Use my action to pray.
I will use
Divine intervention.
No, I'm going to.
Actually, though.
Hang on, let me read how. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Ooh.
Make a Wisdom save. It very much reminiscent to command that I did with Sovah, except now I'm tracing a heavier arcade symbol and like throwing it out, and it kind of spins in that red gold.
Kind of like a bolo.
Yep, and then it just wraps around.
As it wraps around, immediately see it be held, and then it just kind of smoothly shuns it off. Evindal, it is now your turn, followed by my hooded figure.
I think Evindal will also give into that feeling that he feels sprouting from the flower and activate his Lucid Bloom.
Okay. As your action, you have a bonus action. Do you want to do anything? Okay. It is now my hooded figure, as it will zigzag and get up to Sovah. 2 swipes. First swipe.
I cast shield.
As it runs up and it darts around the side corner, going to make a deep slash into your torso and your abdomen. There's a moment where you reactively cast shield. It breaks through as that lavender hexagon.
Activating Scar to save him.
You what?
I want to activate my Scar to save him. The power of friendship.
We're playing Kingdom Hearts now?
The Luminaries Aegis?
Yeah.
Aegis. Okay, and then you get temporary hit points, Jess. You will get 11 temporary hit points.
Jess, it doesn't matter if you take 11 hit points because you take initially 18 points of slashing damage, 14 points of radiant damage.
That is enough to knock me unconscious, even
So-
with 11.
You gain resistance to the triggering damage type.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
this is a reaction, right?
Yeah, so you get resistance to
Okay,
whatever that
so-
damage was. So
yeah.
Wow.
With your own feature. Wow, I wrote that?
I did that shit. Holy fuck.
That's good.
You said 19 plus 14?
In total, you take, I think, 32 points of damage.
2.
And the fact that you said the triggering damage, which it activated both of those at the same time, so he'd be resistant to both of those, right?
Slashing and
Yeah.
Because
radiant.
that's
Yeah,
the
slashing and
initiating
radiant.
damage.
So 16 points of damage instead?
Yes, 16
and
points
you
of
get
damage.
11 temporary hit points.
Well, those are going
Oh, okay, you're
bye-bye.
counting. Okay. I don't know. I just want to make sure.
What does it read? The whole thing.
Okay. As a reaction, when you or an ally within 30 feet takes damage, you can activate your Scar to shield them. The target gains resistance to the triggering damage type until the end of the turn, and temporary hit points equal to 5 plus your charisma modifier. Additionally, this reaction emits a flash of radiant light. All hostile creatures within 10 feet of the projected target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be blinded by the end of their next turn.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Brae's
Yeah.
like, what?
So you only took 8 points of damage. As that flash, Vivian, you feel the warmth enrapture you, and the fury of losing an ally builds up and swells in your heart. What does it look like when...
So I'm going to say that the flower has like a radiant, like iridescent, like glow, and it appears to bloom and then spread out. So it's going to spread out to Sovah, who is right next to her. And I think from the center of her chest, there's going to be the blinding. That's where the blinding light comes from. The titties, straight from the titties.
This bursting energy goes off, and she needs to make a Constitution saving throw. What's the DC on it? 14.
Yeah.
It rolled a 10. So it is stunned as it steps back. It just now gets into a defensive stance next to Sovah, trying to listen.
Vivian wants to smile at her.
She can't see you.
She can see me. We make eye contact, and I smile at her.
Sovah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to do the one thing I'm good at. I'm going to hit it.
Okay.
However, and this is, again, up to your interpretation, I'm going to, again, one-handed, I'm going to come in low and try to, again, hit sort of that kidney space. So that's a 17 plus, and then because of my negative, I'm just going to do the negative to my unarmed, so the 19 to hit.
You go to hit, and it hears you step and try to lunge for that kidney hit. Another slowing sensation as it does not make purchase. As you go to make the hit, you have to withdraw casting shield.
As my fist recoils, I'm going to lunge, come in with just a straight shot. I'm going to try to hook the mask and attempt to rip the mask off.
Okay. You can do so with advantage as a grapple attack.
Yes. That's a 19 plus 2, 21. 21 is the highest I can go. Right there. You know, I'm hoping for a natural 20.
As you go to reach through, she immediately bats her hand away, dancing around you.
All right. Then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
If I can, I guess this would technically be the shove. I'm just going to try to wrap her up and push her away. The highest, it's 20.
Now has a casted shield.
21's all I can do with a 19. And I'm just kind of there, just pushing.
She's just dancing around you. The moment that you try to make purchase, she just sidesteps and spins around you.
And then I will use my bonus action to use my last second wind to try to heal a little bit. 6, so that's another 12 for me. And interposing between her and Vivian.
Vivian, it is now your turn.
I got a -6 because I'm tired.
So this is going to be a bit of a mouthful. I'm going to use a sorcery point to do twin spell lightning jolt on this bitch.
So 2d10
Plus 3.
1d8 plus 3
Yeah.
twice if you hit.
Yeah, if you hit twice. Are you going to hit twice? Probably not.
Probably not, but I'm going to put my best fucking foot forward. Yeah.
Does she get advantage
Very
to
much
do the
think you
blinding?
need to.
Oh, do I get advantage because she's blind?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yes, you dumb slut.
Well, you gotta get at least a 22. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hit her 21 earlier, and it was like, no.
Give me that die. That die is good.
That die killed Sovearis.
What?
So 26
26.
for the first one.
Okay. For the first one, go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
The first time someone fucking hit
So
this
that's
bitch.
14 plus 3 plus a d8, which is 5. So 24.
The damage erupts from your fingertips as and it makes impact, and there's this overwhelming aura radiating from you. She looks hurt. The hooded figure winces out in pain as you hear a and then she's stunned because she had hasted on. She loses concentration when the bolts make impact, so she is currently stunned. That was your turn?
I would like to run up, screaming at her. Why you keep taking everything away from me? I left. Why are you following us?
That is your turn. Ghost, it is your turn, followed by Evindal. You're on deck.
So I'm still going to have her make a wisdom save as I'll hold my mace into the air. And I have a small bell at the pommel. And I'm going to shake and ring that bell and cast Toll the Dead.
Church bell dong can be heard that just echoes and reverberates. She rolled with disadvantage on the wisdom saving throw. Got a 19.
Holy fucking shit, dude. I'll use another quick healing word on Evindal to give 14 HP back.
Okay. Evindal, it is your turn.
Oh, back up to full health. Feeling good in the neighborhood. All right. Feeling the power of my bloom. I think I'm going to punch her with chill touch.
God damn.
Gonna walk up and then just that spectral gauntlet is gonna go over my arm and just gonna walk up and just
Smoke.
18. You throw your punch. Go ahead and roll damage.
14 necrotic damage.
Run from up around the side, you manage to deck her right into the chin of that mask. That gauntlet-like skeleton ethereal magic hovering just over it like it was a brass knuckles almost.
Yeah, after I think punching her is all I'm gonna do, and then I am going to like shrink back like 5 feet.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll succeed a strength saving throw, or its movement speed is half. And then it also suffers disadvantage on strength, dex, and con saving throws.
It fails. So that magical imagery happens as these petals of magic start to float and wrap around this hooded figure's body. Creature's turn, but it was stunned, so now it is your turn, Sovah.
End of the turn. All right. I would gain advantage. Gotta run out of spell slots eventually. I gotta hit it.
You have to hit it, yeah.
I don't know if I want to use it, though. I don't trust it. Y'all just like embracing new powers like nobody's business.
Well, I feel like the overwhelming feeling inside me would overwhelm like the logic in me and the situation. That's kind of how I'm.
It is an exciting sensation. You haven't activated yours, have you?
No, but it did compel him to come to me, so.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I was operating too.
You do make a very good point. I don't think he logistically would look at this and be like, I don't know what that is. I think he would see a way to help. I will activate Thorned Might.
Okay.
That's cool names.
Oh, shit.
Sovah doesn't think it's the flower. Sovah's like, the power of friendship.
Yeah. We're stronger together.
2 swings at advantage because of flanking, correct?
Yes.
21. Second. Another 19.
Dude, what the fuck is that dice?
And a 2. I rolled a 19 and a 2 on both advantages. So 21 is what I come out to.
It's like JJK now. We really just jumping her.
That's 2d8 because it's a d8. No, I can only do this once per turn. So I can only get it on one of my hits. All right. So then that's 2d8 on the first. So that's 8 plus my strength. So 13 points of bludgeoning and psychic damage. And then it will need to make a strength, dex, or con save, your choice. I do have a spell save because I am a caster of sorts.
8.
12 is my DC. So it is restrained. So
all we needed was a couple good hits.
So as I swing in with that first hit and that thorn, I would say it buds off of my left arm and wraps around this gauntlet around my fist. As I impact, it like spreads off of my fist from the impact and then will wrap around its arms and bind its legs in place. And then the second hit, pull arm back, just a heavy haymaker right at the chin. This one is just 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Spectral, ethereal vines and thorns that enrapture it into being restrained as it is now bound. Your petals that were kind of floating around start to spin rapidly and start to cut, making it harder for her to move out of the way as it starts to just slice and dice. You see just blood. The moment that second hit comes up, that haymaker, it makes contact and her head snaps in half. Those vines themselves start to wrap, engorge, and start to come out of her body, ripping her torso and arms and legs asunder and just shredding as it's just grinding it into a meat pulp. And immediately you just see a pile of viscera. And that
I'm taking
is the
her
combat.
clothes.
That's what I was like when you started to rap out. I was like, oh, Vivian could have wore those.
I'm taking them.
Assuming that sword also dissipated.
No, longsword does not dissipate. You just see a cracked, broken mask, glass mask, no longer nebula on it. You guys are now here in this moment. The dust finally settles. I didn't narrate it for you, but I did narrate for Vivian. You also feel that sensation as it starts to get deeper and kind of welled up. Now you see, as you look down, your scar tissue that you had, there's more of a vine-like roots that kind of like almost poke out of the flesh a little bit. There's like an indentation in the skin.
Almost like veins forming out to vines.
Yeah, like heavy veins.
We'll walk over to Sovearis.
The dust finally settle. You walk up to Sovearis. You see him lifeless.
How much of his body is left?
He's completely bisected on the left and right side.
Close his eyes. Best I can do is try to pick him up. Weird with my arm.
If I may, could I carry him?
I'd appreciate that.
And I put him on my back, on my shield, and start mumbling a prayer.
I'll pick up the remote and I'll approach Vivian. And
I'm kneeled on top of this body. I want to pull the head around and see if I recognize this elf.
Oh, it is viscera. There's just there's no head. It's a crushed skull that is ripped asunder. There's no flesh.
Unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to be taking the clothing off, out
Covered
through the
and
stuff.
caked with all that.
Don't
I'm
care.
just going to walk
Putting
up to
it
Vivian
on.
and just prestidigitation.
Oh, cool.
Clean
She
all
was
this
putting
up
it
for
on.
ya.
It is damaged elven chainmail. You would have to have it repaired, but you can have it put it in your inventory.
Mending. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought it was just cute clothes.
yeah,
Can it just be cute clothes
You
if I
want
don't
armor.
repair it?
Uh,
I just wanted the shiny clothes.
But
I
it could
don't
improve
want
your
armor.
AC.
Did you
check
want?
the
No, my
pockets?
armor's better without.
Did you want?
Hold on, we haven't gotten there. I just wanted to put on the shiny purple robe.
Check the
And
pockets.
like the black leather, I was into that.
yeah, the jacket, you can have the jacket. And the elven chainmail was like a thin chainmail.
I don't want it now.
Oh, you can have cute clothes. Sure, it's cute. It's the cute clothes that you envision. You describe what it looks like.
Okay, so so it's like an iridescent, almost see-through mesh purple kind of robe, and then over the top of it, there's this vest type leather that she buttons right here, so it makes the titties look real good, right? And it's got this
Accentuating the
cute
rose
little
thorn, the
it's
purple
front and center
flower.
right
Mhm.
there, and then it has these cute little sculpted shoulder pieces that come out.
No, there's no shoulder pieces. You're fine. You can have shoulder pieces.
Okay, thanks.
There's no fucking
I got
There's
pants.
shoulder pieces. It makes the whole outfit.
Audience, there's no shoulder pieces.
Okay, there's going to be shoulder pieces.
I got pants. Is there a pocket, a waist? I could clip the. I don't know how I can hold the remote and offer my hand to help Vivian out.
You can toss the remote to Evindal. Evindal catches it.
But probably better in my hands anyway.
What do you mean? I'm great with magic stuff. Anyway, I will
I'm
help.
just gonna stare daggers at him a little bit.
You can see that the device that he just tossed to you haphazardly it has very sensitive trigger buttons on it.
Just stares hard daggers at him.
I will try to help Vivian out.
Vivian takes his hand and stands up with a sense of authority, almost like she's feeling pretty good about how
Her new
destroyed her enemy is underneath her and the power that she felt using the magic, I would say.
Evindal probably would have at least gathered the fragments just to investigate
mask.
later.
For sure. Okay.
Was there anything in the person's pockets that said why they were here?
There are no
who they
pockets
were?
on this.
You don't know.
I do, because it's my cute outfit.
I'm gonna strike
Brady said
Vivian.
so.
Roll investigation.
I'm gonna strike Vivian.
For investigation, 15.
Give me my dice back.
You place your hands in the pockets. You find some. There's a note inside the pocket.
I'm going to take it out and look at it.
Reads in Sylvan. Target, Agent Frostwalker. Excommunicado.
I'm going to disintegrate it.
It evaporates. You see that she pulls out something from her pocket and immediately evaporates it.
What was that? What did it say?
It was the Court of Stars. They were here to kill Sovearis.
Dig my foot underneath the sword, kick it up into the air and catch it.
It is light. Fine +1 longsword. It is silvered for the sake of being able to overcome resistances with slashing damage.
What would Evindal know of the Court of Stars, if anything?
You would know quite a bit about it. You would know that the Court of Stars was an organization that was created long time ago in the Feywild when it used to be chaotic in nature. The Court of Stars tried to create order within the chaos. A lot of the Fey creatures, mainly the Eladrin, a lot like Vivian herself, were the higher ups and the political figures and the people who ran the organization of the Court of Stars. They divided it into 4 different branches, each representing different season: spring, summer, winter, fall. Court of Stars, they had a military might equivalent of the entirety of Izodia.
Oh, wow.
However, they usually kept themselves distant from the material realm. That's about the knowledge that you know for the Court of Stars.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of keep their business out of the material planes themselves.
Okay. What did you all do to get a target on your back like this?
I'll step a little closer to Vivian. I'm going to grab you by the shoulder. What happened?
I'm not exactly
And I
sure.
gesture towards the bits of Sovearis.
Wouldn't we all know what happened with Sovearis because
That
we
is true.
saw every bit of his life? So you
did.
guys all are aware of
So
the
we
Court
would
of
have
Stars
seen the-
intricately.
We would have seen the final moment then.
Yeah, you would have seen the final moment, yeah.
Imagine getting literally in half a second flashbanged 450 some odd years of life.
So I will say this too. Sovearis lived a very lonely, and a very lethal, always on his own. He operated missions throughout the Feywild, throughout Izodia. You would see, this is good for Evindal and Sovah, at some point Sovearis, prior to the portals even opening up, looking into Nettle Falls, trying to figure out something going on with Melissa Finatan and the missing of Cabrilla, one of the 7 frontiersmen, Dragonborn lady who was able to do all these wonderful things. In this series of seconds, you would have known, now that you have a moment to process the information. Sovah, I don't know how this would touch your character, but the fact that the Court of Stars had an interest on what was going on with the portals and the fact that they could have stopped them, I don't know how your human brain would handle it. The information, right?
There's a lot coming at him right now.
Where, the Court of Stars who can combat.
So then
Yeah. So the Court of Stars
they could
have potentially stopped the situation. However.
Okay, Evindal's fucking pissed now. My tone will be completely different. Evindal would immediately, once seeing those memories and processing all that information, would probably be silently pissed.
Hits you differently when you see his dead body.
After seeing that, kind of getting the gist of everything, I'll let go of Vivian and I'll pull the sword and I'll look at Ghost and be like, I do appreciate it, the backup. And I'll just start walking towards the tower.
Sovah, you're also seeing you're seeing Ghost here. This Warforged was with Sovearis at some point in his life, right after the portals had opened, probably months after. He had called him Triage, and Triage found in this sewer system underneath Andrakia prior to it becoming Nars Kuldra, post portals opening. He looks different, vastly different from when he was found. It's eerily familiar seeing Ghost now.
I'm walking back to the tower.
Yes, I think it would be best if we gathered ourselves for the evening and head back to our newly acquired stronghold.
And as you head back, you see Bentley's company. You see him have a blade to the throat of one of those hooded figures as he's just kind of holding it. And you see him click a button or some rune atop the hilt as he plunges the blade into the throat. And then all of a sudden, this hooded figure ruptures into this white radiant flame and immediately gets sucked down into the small bit of a coin that he then takes and he pockets into his vest.
That's certainly a neat trick.
No, you're alive. You must be hungry. Let's gather the rest of our bearings. We move once nightfall comes.
As he says that, I take a moment, I'll step inside, and I'll cast Create Food and Water.
Okay.
I see a vein popping on his forehead.
Also, I would say Evindal, after getting like back, says very little, and like after they say like move at the cover of hall, like we can move in the castle after I get the repairs completed.
As he steps inside, he's like, company. As he pulls off the cowl, you can now finally see into kind of a George Clooney type gentleman, as he's got a silver fox vibe going, black hair, his hair a little bit longer as it's like swept back, silver that runs across these sideburns, and you can see his piercing blue eyes. He's also extremely quiet as an individual. And then you also see the others kind of decal. You can see the one with the metal legs. You can see him short chopped brown hair, about the same height as Sovah, if not a little bit slimmer, brown eyes. And then the orc decals, and you see, can you remind me what Grosh looked like?
Yeah. Had like a goatee that he kind of kept braided up. Not very long. It just kind of...
Goatee's gone now.
His hair he kept into like cornrows of sorts that kind of converged at his back and then tied into like a longer dread ponytails. And he had a lot of scars all over his chest. His face had a few scars and everything. He had one scar that kind of went across his upper eyebrow.
You actually just see a number tattooed on the side of this forehead, Roman numeral 4 on it. No scars, no goatee. Looks like a younger orc. Still massive, but sharing the similar bone structure as for Vivian. Make a history check for me.
Motherfucker.
Of course I get plus nothing.
15.
It only happened 20 years ago. So it's nothing to you. It's almost like a few months ago. You remember seeing a series of babies in tubes underneath Androkia at some point? And they all had these different tattoos labeled on the corner of their forehead. I think it was just prior to the portals opening, you remember?
I told you guys we should have smashed the babies.
Yeah,
Fuck you guys.
We didn't break that shit open because we didn't want the smoke. But
I guess not. I guess we shouldn't have smashed babies because it doesn't seem like he's evil. Oh my
Please
god.
don't say smash baby.
Sorry.
they weren't evil babies, so it's fine.
You guys can all take a long rest as Bentley Callahan kind of sits down with every one of you guys and the rest of the company, starts to speak. Right. So, let's start from the beginning.
Hey guys, it's Michael. Thanks so much for listening to Five Sided Fables. If you enjoyed today's episode, the best way to support us is to like and follow the show on your favorite podcasting platform. It really does help us bring more of these fables to life. Until next time, thanks for being part of the journey.